What is your definition of financial wellness? Become a wealthy wellness warrior by scheduling a one-on-one appointment at mywealthywellness.com, where they demystify the relationship between your finances and holistic well-being. You can use promo code GCPOD20 for 30% off of a 60-minute appointment. Again, that is GCPOD20 for 30% off of a 60-minute appointment. Remember, consistency is key and change takes time. Stay smart, stay healthy, stay financially well.
The Group Chat Pod.
Your friends are foes, my friends are goals. Closer than can our souls explode, yeah. Your friends are frauds, all they want is applause, yeah. And my friends, real friends, closer than can.
Your balls ain't dropped yet.
Wow.
Quiet
That's
storm.
what they used to say.
That is.
I don't have balls, so
So you say.
can't relate.
Something ain't dropped.
I don't know what else there is to drop. Hey, this ass.
Maybe for girls, your titties still perky.
I think they want them perky, though.
Waiting for my titties
No,
to
but
drop.
I'm saying though, if they perky, that means you ain't went through puberty.
Hey,
yet, 'cause
speaking of
they ain't
perky,
got-
we gonna talk about
They
my
ain't got
titties?
no plump to them.
What?
Huh?
I didn't even know you could hear me.
She wanted to talk about her titties looking titty-like.
Tittylicious.
I just want to let
They
y'all
deserve
know
their own
this is
segment.
recording.
The titties were tittying.
So I'm definitely keeping this as an
Okay,
intro.
well, let's talk about Samira's titties
No!
tittying the other day.
Oh, I learned some pretty cool titty-related lyrics to a Spanish song.
Okay,
I've been
can't really
vibing
hear
to.
you. So
Yeah, can't
you
hear
might
you at
wanna-
all.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
definitely hear you.
No, I've been listening to this song, and I knew that one of the lyrics says teta, which is a titty in Spanish. And so I knew that part, but then Marty told me what the rest of the lyrics were.
What
and
it
it pretty
say?
much said, wrap my arms around you and grab you by the titties, and then you asked me to slide my in you.
Wow.
I was like, now, I knew this
Is
song
that what
was
you be
dope.
listening to with your kids?
But yeah, we don't know what it means. We just know that the beat goes hard. Marty was in the car with us, and she finally like paid attention to the words for the first time. And she's like, "Dang, this is what you've been listening to." I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong with it?"
Oh my God.
My.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So now you got the listeners listening to some.
No,
Porno
I haven't
music.
recommended this song yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
He's going to today.
Unless he hasn't figured out the lyrics mean titty and everything else under the sun. Anyway, I'm moving on. We're going to get on into this. Welcome back to the Group Chat Pod, episode 45.
Wow.
In here.
45. Listen, so we've been gone
That
for a
phone
few
is
weeks.
not on silent.
Yeah.
I
It
just
is.
heard it click.
No, it is no silent.
Y'all, we reconvened. So
In person.
We're now in person versus through Zoom and ain't got no act right.
None.
But it's all good. It's
They
all
don't
good.
love
So
me.
thank you for tuning in as always. Thank you for hanging in there. Again, it's episode 45. Today is Jessica's day. She's going to be the one that is going to lead the conversation.
Quiet storm.
The quiet storm. She's going to take over from here. So I'll let you even guide what we're doing for the day. So.
Okay, well, first, I think you should go ahead with your.
We're all looking all shocked.
Samira's gonna bring us in with what irritated her soul, but she gonna flip it for us.
I do not. When people do that, I don't even understand why that's a thing.
With these new nails, it makes me want to do that.
I hate it. I real hate it here.
I wish I could see
I
their
don't know
faces.
what's going on, guys.
Darian,
TikTok.
this is all, yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I just thought you knew what I meant.
So weak.
I saw somebody at the store the other day I knew, and they were like, "Oh, how do I catch up with you?" I said,
You just don't.
"I was like, I don't know. Here's my phone number. I don't know."
That's too much pressure.
The old man.
All right, y'all. So I'm trying to spin the irritation of the soul this week and try to, talk about what irritated my soul, but how I tried to turn it into a positive. On this week's irritates my soul. I have somebody in my life who is a coworker. They don't listen to this, so I can talk about them.
Great.
They just are allowing negative things in their life to just be like too much, if that makes sense. Like this one particular thing in their life is really getting to them and making them feel bad about everything. And I just happen to be the person that hears a lot about it because we have that type of relationship. And it's been excessive lately. Like every single time we talk, it's just like overly
you
aggressive.
It weighs you down.
It takes away my energy, and it's not so much that like it's not like a cross transfer of energy, because sometimes I happen to have that problem where like if you feel bad, I feel bad because you feel bad. But I don't technically feel bad in this particular situation because it's been such a topic of discussion so much that now I'm just like, woo child. So the other day, this coworker called me up and it was the same conversation, how they're just so like miserable. Like they said the word miserable and how it's affecting their personal life and they just can't do anything. And I was like, you know what? I think you need to either seek therapy and talk it out with somebody so that you can get a different way of handling things, or leave the situation. There's only one or two things. Get help and be in the situation still and handle it that way, or peace. So my way of saying like I'm trying to spin it was, instead of listening to them to go on and on and on and like feed in and like complain with them, I was trying to give them tips on how they can try to make their life better. And I told them, I said, YOLO. And they were like, oh, ha, ha. And I was like, no, I'm serious. You only live once, so why are you being so miserable? You don't want to look back and feel like you let a situation control you instead of you controlling the situation. Because this person has issues with that, where like they allow other people to like affect them so bad. And I'm like, you can't control that. And I completely understand. We're all human. I think we all get sucked into that. But like, this has been going on for like 2 months type stuff. And I'm just like, don't you feel physically bad? And this person was like, even their spouse has noticed it. And I'm like, if your spouse, and they have kids, so I'm like, I'm sure the kids can feel that energy.
Right.
And I'm just like, I just think for me, I definitely get into situations where like I allow things to maybe like sit on me for a couple of days or whatever, but I just don't like to like allow situations to just affect me so bad that like I'm always in this bad space. So the reason why it irritated my soul is because I feel like, what are you doing to make the situation better? You just complaining, you just talking, and you're saying things like, you know, it's affecting you so badly that everybody around you feels a way, but you've done nothing.
It's
in
like,
my
what
opinion,
solutions are you ready to
Right.
put
Yeah.
in place?
Right.
Because you keep, and that's what the worst part for me. And I always get kind of upset with people when they complain about something that they don't have a solution for. Because at that point, you're just complaining just to hear yourself complain.
Right. And like, even when like friendships, you know, 1 or 2 times, understandable. It's been sitting on you so much that you just got to get it out a couple times. But then after a while, I'm just looking at you like, not so much that you haven't done anything to fix it, but you're not even taking a step back and being like, let me get a control of myself and not allow it to bother me that bad.
Like you want it.
Right. It's almost like you just want, like you are allowed, like you're not even trying to control what you can. Like you can control yourself. Just like, and it had me thinking the other day, like I swear, I feel like I'm like preaching. But it had me thinking the other day, like I think I saw something on social media a while ago that it was like, when I wake up in the morning, I choose happiness. And I was thinking about that. I was like, you know, I think we think like you should just be naturally happy. Like, you know, like if I go out and buy these things, that's happiness. Or if I go out and get something to eat because I'm in a bad mood and the food's going to put me in a better mood. But technically, not really. It starts with like in yourself. Like I wake up and I'm choosing to be happy. So that's why like I'm trying to spin that irritation into a positive. Like I was trying to give them tips. Like I told them, I said, this month I'm trying really hard to be more aware of my energy and what I'm giving out to others, and how like the things that's coming out my mouth, positive or negative, like the energy I'm giving out is the energy I'm getting back. And I told them that. I was like, so you keep spewing out all this negativity, that's what you're getting back.
Yeah.
So, and they were like, I believe that. I can see that. Like, I agree with that. And I was like, okay,
All
well,
right.
if you agree, let's put it into motion. But sad to say, I don't see that for this person because...
So what are you doing for yourself to make sure that
It don't affect
you protect yourself?
That it's not easy. I think maybe just kind of like, I think what helped me was telling them what I'm doing for myself. Like I'm listening to them. I'm not like cutting them off and being like, I don't want to listen to it, or like, you know, I think me saying to them like, well, look, let's think about it in this way, or like, hey, like, because normally I don't give positive feedback. I just sit there and I will vent with the person, and I'm like, oh my god, I know what you mean. They are so annoying. Oh my god, I can totally, I'm not feeding in.
But
I just think
that's what people need.
That's what I can tell
That's
this
what she
person
probably
wants
wants.
that.
Yeah.
They want that. So my resolution for myself too is to not like join in with the negativity, because I think even when I've done that, I get off the call and I'm like, dang, now I feel bad, or like now I feel like, so it was just to basically like give them a little piece of what I'm trying to do better for myself. And I say this month, I want it to be more than this month, but basically what I'm saying is like I've just
It's just a
started.
start.
Yeah, I guess
So-
my 2 cents is the choosing happiness can be a rough presentation for people, because you got people who are like legit at times in their life depressed and they can't really control how they may feel at a certain
Choosing is
time.
not an easy thing.
And it's not easy, but I vibe with you because that's how I am. It's like, look, y'all not going to break me down.
Yeah,
I have the
right.
ability to choose to be happy every second of every day that I want to.
And I always
have that ability.
I thought it was interesting because on my therapist's voicemail, at the end of it, she said, "And please choose to have a good day."
Right.
And I was just like, it hit every time I got the voicemail and listened to it. I was like, that's interesting, because you just kind of go about your day and you just take it for what it is. But honestly, you literally have control over it.
You do.
You do.
Because the things you experience, you're experiencing it through your lens and your perspective. So when you realize you have control of your perspective, you now have unlocked you having control over your day. And like, people ain't ready for that.
Do you feel that there's slighting people who suffer from depression though?
No, I think that there's a difference.
Okay.
Because
and that's why I try to tiptoe that line, because I'm
Yeah,
right there with you.
'cause-
I'm like, you can be happy if you want to be happy.
because to
I
some
wanna
degree there's a
preach that to
chemical
people.
imbalance.
Okay.
And I mean, you
Yeah.
might, you have your own, you can have your own coping mechanisms. You can see a therapist, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Medication can help you. Sometimes medication is the only thing that works for people, because
Yeah,
it is essentially a chemical imbalance. Like depression and those types of things you can just be born. It can run in your family if y'all didn't know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like that's a thing. That's a thing.
And
But
I don't want to be hard on people, because sometimes people are like, man, I'm in a funk, and my immediate reaction is, look, man, be happy.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not- it's not-
funny 'cause
shit's rough.
It's funny because
but-
in some instances that might irritate me.
It-
Like,
it-
damn,
it-
can I think it just depends on the situation, because
Yeah.
like I'm not trying to give this person like an out by saying like they're in a funk, because I've gotten in funks too. But I think it becomes to a place where it's like, how much are you allowing the funk to
and it's
control
just
you?
staying there.
And it's
'Cause,
just staying
you do
there.
sometimes have
But
to
you
honor
can
your
tell
feelings.
she has an ability to get out of there.
Well,
too.
yeah, because I feel like,
mean,
like I just
Yeah.
said, I have days, and I've like told myself, don't try to like smother it by doing too much. Like, well, let me go and do this, let me go do that, so that way I don't feel this bad. But I think it's okay to like have a bad day, but just don't have like 5 bad days in a row because of you allowing all these negative thoughts to take over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And also in moments, I think too. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole day, but like if you're having a bad moment, you can allow yourself to feel that, but just don't
to be
stay
happy in
there.
the
You
moment.
you just
I
don't
like
have
that.
to stay there.
Yeah.
Like, you can go there and you can be in that moment and be in that emotion, that negativity. If you want to sit there for 5 minutes, maybe you can schedule to sit there for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But just don't stay there longer than you need to.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to say, when you first started your conversation, you were kind of trying to talk your coworker through options they have.
Options.
And,
Yeah.
and, you know,
Shout out to
options
that.
that you have to take a different route in life, I guess.
Right.
And
Count your blessings.
that's right. That's right.
Well, yeah.
And I think some people aren't ready to hear it. Quite
I don't
frankly.
think this
I don't
person
think
was
they're-
ready.
and
They were kind of like laughing at me. And I'm like,
you know,
I'm not joking. I'm
But
being
the
serious.
crazy
Yeah.
part is, the more you do that, the more you
They'll
like
hear
don't
me in their
allow
head,
negativity.
probably. Yeah.
Then the less that person will talk to you about those negative things.
Right.
That's
so
the hope. That's
either
the hope,
you're
yeah.
going to change their perspective, or they're not going to bring that to you anymore.
Hey,
and
that's all
both
you
is a
can do.
win-win.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I'm just like, I'm hoping, because I've seen times where I try to do that, and that's my go-to. And then
Right.
some people try to twist it on you and be like, well, you just don't understand. You know, stuff like that.
Okay, well, if you want to
And-
be miserable, then go
Right,
ahead.
Right,
do
be
it.
miserable.
Hey, that's all I got to offer you.
Right.
I got happiness over here with a rainbow.
Oh,
You know?
not with a rainbow. With sprinkles.
Right.
And sparkles.
That's all I got for you. Get on your way.
Well, that was my spin. I just, I feel like I have topics that irritate my soul, but I wanted it to be a little bit, I don't know if it came off positive, but I was trying to, spin it in a way that's like, you irritated my soul, but also I'm going to give you some positivity with the irritation, okay?
We chose positivity today.
I chose it. Mm-hmm. Baby.
I don't know this reference.
That's my
either,
favorite.
guys.
It's Kawhi Leonard when he's rolling the weed in the backseat. What it do, baby?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
It's a whole gif. You want to see it?
I don't.
You ain't seen it ever?
I don't know.
You wouldn't know if you did.
That's all right.
He's probably seen it just as
I really have not seen this.
Okay.
We'll move on. All right.
Moving on.
Like, are you 70 or 30?
I brought edibles back from California, so
So that makes you young.
yeah, doesn't
By
it?
the way, I'm not having those edibles.
Doesn't it?
Okay, but what kind of edibles? Okay, that's illegal.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
If you don't get caught.
Again, this is Cameron. I will not be partaking in any edibles. Those that know
Cameron,
me,
you
on
don't
this
gotta
podcast,
say it. We know.
Just so y'all know.
know.
I don't
you
take
were-
edibles either. Look, y'all gonna hear about the D
I'm not
way.
explaining myself.
But I got some edibles.
If I do,
I
I
got
do what I
somebody.
want to do in my own time.
What kind you get?
Judge a mammy.
Maybe on the D way, I'll tell you about the way that D went down on some edibles one time.
Excuse me?
Wow, I don't know about this name
Right.
because
Because
weekly
I'm sorry,
it has
I
gone
can't-
downhill.
I can't separate the two. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yes, I understand. No, but I'll talk about a trip that I took on some edibles, which is what turned me off of them. So
That's
Oh,
like that's
yeah.
everybody's
From back in the
story.
day?
Oh.
there's
Or
more
recent.
recent.
There's
There's a
more?
more recent one. There's a more
Oh,
recent.
Check you out. Thank God I
In
didn't go with y'all.
In California. No, not that recent. It's been years, but
Oh.
still, it was after college. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Maybe we'll hear it on the D way.
Okay,
Stay
well.
tuned.
Okay, so the main topic is mine this week, and y'all don't roll your eyes yet because this is going to be more fun.
I don't know how to roll my
So
eyes.
we've talked about the love languages before. You know, Gary Chapman came up with the 5. He wrote a book, blah, blah, blah. It's like quality time, acts of service, physical touch,
Affirmation.
words of affirmation, and
I just have these.
Quality time.
I
sure
should have
is
said
it?
that one. Hold on, I have it pulled up. I got you.
gifts. That's the other one.
Yeah, receiving gifts.
Yes,
Okay.
receiving gifts. So those are the 5 traditional ones. And, you know, you can go take the quiz online and get your top 5, like your rank, which is your top one, blah, blah, blah. Top bar. But there are, if you think about it, more individually and culturally specific love languages. And everybody has their set of love languages that aren't the traditional ones. So I'll start to give you guys an example, and then we can go around the table and like give one and say why. These are going to
got
be
mine.
cute.
Yeah, like schoolgirl skirts.
No.
Boy,
So
what
some examples that I saw, I found my inspiration on Instagram, and some of the examples I saw were food, so making or buying food to express love and care,
That's every girl's love language.
period.
And
And
that was
then
definitely mine.
Hers is chicken.
that was going to be my first.
That was literally mine. I was like, oh, I got one.
Okay.
Right.
Another example, boundaries. So giving space can be an act of love.
Girls don't like that.
Okay. Anyway, protection. So fighting and standing up for others.
So are we gonna do one at a time so you don't take everybody's?
This is not everybody's. These
She's
are
giving
examples.
you examples. So
Are
that
These are
are these
examples
good
of
ones
other-
that you want
The
to take?
boundaries would have probably fallen into the category.
Okay, well,
Well,
you
found
can
another
you can
one.
expound upon
Wow.
it. I'll stop giving examples.
Yeah,
then. This
yeah,
is just
yeah,
what
these
I
are
found.
I need another example because I haven't really created.
do you
this
have
new
love
round.
language?
Witty banter is another one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's mine.
Okay, so you can just. So I just gave y'all's
I
answers.
feel like you did just like give everybody
Well,
that.
I
Right? It's
didn't
just like,
necessarily
okay.
phrase
Yeah,
mine
well,
as boundaries.
Period. So we're gonna go through.
Poop.
If I say period
Poop.
one more time,
It's okay. It's
Period.
Just, it's just in your spirit.
it is.
Period, spirit.
Okay, so mine, literally, if you were to buy, like, say, without me asking, if you were to buy me a fry and a Coke from McDonald's, you love me. You
So
really love
basically,
me.
if somebody like if you know you're about to hang out with your boo and he shows up with a fry and a Coke,
I
that would
know
just
you
make your
love
day.
me. Yes.
Like
or if
Jessica
you buy
about to
me
do something
King's.
nasty that night.
Oh
No.
my god!
you
Why is
gotta
that gotta
be
be
like
the
that?
Because you
reciprocation?
love me.
It's love language.
Because you love me.
Why
Look,
you
if
gotta-
I'm bringing some
Y'all know
gifts,
men's
you
love
better
is
give me the
connected to
treat.
the
Because
That's problematic.
Do you really?
It's problematic.
I hate
But
men.
if you like, yes, buying me food, I know you love me for a fact. If you buy me, like chicken, fried chicken, King's, greens.
King's greens,
But you know what? Well, we'll move out of this, but I'm
Yeah, let me
still
go next.
like frustrated that you don't like mac and cheese.
I tried
there's
it
a-
again,
there's a
and I'm
list.
still like, I don't know.
Is it the
It's because you've
texture?
already mentally told yourself you don't like it.
Yeah.
No, I
Yes.
will try again one day.
Macaroni
Maybe
and
it just
cheese.
needs to be real hot.
Please,
Who
thank
made
you.
it?
Choose macaroni and cheese.
Who made it?
It's been different people.
Nah, bro.
How
We
did
need
they
the
make
names of the people because
I
that makes a
honestly-
difference.
I lied because I didn't try Charlotte's.
Yeah, that made me upset because my friend Charlotte's mac and cheese is top tier. I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur. I know, and she didn't even try it.
I'm shocked. That's insane. And it was probably baked.
It was baked and it was
That's
fire.
the only way.
The only way to make macaroni and cheese.
I mean, yeah, that's the only time.
But you're not gonna try it.
I will try. I won't give up.
Don't
on
go
mac
to
and
Chick-fil-A
cheese, y'all.
and eat their. I mean,
I would
that's
never go
Actually,
to fast
Chick-fil-A
food.
everybody
I thought it was
says it's
pretty
fire.
good.
It's okay.
I wouldn't call it fire, but I would
It
say that
lacks
it's
a
good.
little seasoning. Like I had
It
a little
lacks a
extra.
little soul.
Like I can
That's
guarantee
what-
you,
yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what
gonna
it
get
is.
mac and cheese from a fast food restaurant.
Nobody's grandma was in. Well, you can take that back.
Well, I
'cause
mean,
there are some
I feel like
great
we can all
fast food.
assume that you would never think if you're getting mac and cheese from a fast food restaurant that it's gonna be like your
Unless it's
grand.
Indies or Kings.
Well, I was considering.
See,
those
but I
fast
was
food.
thinking Indies. Isn't that like Cisco brand motherfucking mac and cheese?
No,
Ain't
they
it
bake,
like?
they bake that.
Are you sure?
You can
It
ask
was
us. You
burnt on
don't
the
eat
top.
it.
There are niggas in the kitchen, honey.
No, I've
Or
heard
Indians, Indian
somebody that
Americans.
worked at Indies said that it was like prepared ahead of time.
All food's prepared.
No,
Prepared.
I'm talking like you
No,
know what
I'm-
you
I'm
know
pretty-
Cisco foods. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
really
pretty sure
wanted to say that.
theirs is baked. Though.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
pretty sure it is.
Okay, well, what you got, Darian?
No.
Go to jail.
You
Go
wanna
to
go
Samaria.
first?
Go to
Yeah.
Samaria. Go to Samaria.
Nah.
Okay, so mine's food related too.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, this made me happy. When I get a text that says, "You want some Chick-fil-A?" Absolutely.
She like literally like fluttered her eyes and got light on her feet.
Literally.
Honestly, I would say anything that's just thoughtful like that in general.
Yes,
it doesn't
because
technically
if you
have to
call
be
me
food.
and you're
It's
like,
the
"Hey,
fact-
have you eaten? Do you want some food?" Wow.
anything that's just like just the fact that you thought of me, like, hey, just to let you know, I just went to the
I'm over
store
it.
and I picked up X, Y, and Z. Like,
Wow.
I didn't have to go. You went and you noticed that we didn't have any more of this or that, and you went ahead and you bought it, and you didn't tell me about it first. That's love right there. So just thoughtfulness without having to have the conversation with me. Like, you just went ahead and you did it.
I got one.
So sweet.
But we know that's not how all men are. Anyways, Cameron.
No, go ahead, Darian.
You go ahead. It's all good.
No, you go ahead. You're fine.
All right. Well, my wife doesn't do it, so if you listen to this, you need to change it up.
Oh,
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you?
She doesn't do it enough. She'll be fine with this. 'cause
Let's get it out.
She'll
What
tell
is
you to my face that she ain't gonna do it. If
like-
you really love me, you gonna put lotion on my feet.
no.
Wow.
I understand why you want Marty because I've seen them.
Hey,
They look like slave feet.
no, I
They
don't know.
as black as that background.
Negro, please.
His toes is nasty looking.
Damn.
Negro.
Look like somebody took something and
But
just
has
kept
she done it
pounding
before?
She has. So,
Okay.
so yes, she has.
How many
For
times
me,
do you want her to do it?
like once a week. I mean, girls.
Once
How,
a
how,
week?
how often y'all get your nails done?
Not
Not
that
once
often.
a week.
Well, Marty does.
That's because she got designed. She be getting the specialty.
Whatever. She
And
she,
it's probably
she goes
every
over the top.
It's probably every 2
Do
weeks.
your thing, Marty.
But you know how girls, y'all like to get pampered. So maybe every other week she get her nails done. The alternating week she get her hair done.
Have you went with her to get a pedicure?
No, I never went.
Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
You probably enjoy
Because
it.
I want her to do it.
No,
I know, but it's
I don't want
different.
somebody
No,
random
you-
to do it.
But
Like,
they are, but
Trust me.
that's their expertise, though.
I mean, I've been places to get
They be like, no,
pedicures
we
and
charge
manicures.
extra for your toe.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they
Wow.
will. Yeah. No, like, I've been places, like, when I travel overseas, because they're known for that. Like, I've gotten, like, full
Happy
body
endings.
massages. Not happy endings, because I didn't trust them.
you said
I
it,
didn't,
not
I didn't
me.
trust them to give me the ending I wanted. But,
Wow.
no, like,
You know what? I'm throwing this microphone.
but no, really, like, for $10 in the Philippines, you will get the most amazing massage you've ever had in your life. Like a little Filipino
bet.
woman jumping on your back. Straight up. I'm not exaggerating at all.
sounds great.
So I've had this type of treatment, but for some reason, if we're talking about love languages, if you love me, I'm talking back scratches,
I understand.
rubbing my head,
I understand.
putting lotion on my feet.
I appreciate
it goes
you
in
caring
there.
for your skin.
Like,
Men love
like
that shit.
I like. Thank you, men love this. Like,
They do.
it
That's so
don't
annoying.
cost
because it just
nothing.
cracks me up how
Well,
like,
realize like most women probably have fingernails. Like,
yeah,
I know when I scratch Gary's head, it's like
I'm out doing yard
always
work.
good
I'm out
to
here sweating
scratch
and
my
doing
head.
rough stuff. So, like, if I'm back in the house and you just like rub my head or scratch my back, put some lotion on my feet, I'm gonna go to that every time. That's a love language to me.
I can appreciate it.
I'm gonna buy you some. I'm gonna buy you some food.
That's a love
see,
language.
Hey,
it's a you got me. I got you, boo.
Low key, I was like, shit, what you get?
pull out a toe right now. Let's see what Mommy's working with. I need to see.
I'm trying to see something.
I'm trying to see something. Because
I got some lotion in my
wow.
Hell no, I'm not doing that shit.
For lunch? Jessica, you get one, but I got gloves in there too, so we can.
There you go.
Right.
nah, I'm like a baby. I want that skin to skin.
You stupid. I got some. My cats will lick your toes too. They like toes.
That's horrible.
All right.
This is gross.
Well, I like Darian, so I have to, besides the foot rub, but mine is alone time.
Just trying to get nasty. What month is it, Camber?
No, by myself.
First of all,
What?
Camber has a specific
you
month that he
took
like.
it the wrong way.
Oh, the wrong alone time.
What a long time are we talking?
He thought sexual a long time.
He thought a long time with your wife.
No, I meant by myself.
Oh, I definitely thought you meant with Tia,
No,
too.
I know
No,
what you
I meant like literally. I would like to be alone.
a long time.
Leave me alone.
That's important though.
Yeah, like
I need that.
space. But that's why I said it fell under one of the
It
categories.
did.
that you
That's
named.
really what that
Boundaries.
one was. Yeah, because I want to.
It's for people to understand, like, that
I
you just need
like,
that for
I
yourself.
just need like a moment of like silence for myself, so I can kind of like regroup, recalibrate.
I think everybody deserves
Everybody
that.
does. I think I get it though. I travel with work, so I get so bored while I'm traveling. I ain't got nobody around me. So as soon as I get back home, I just want all the attention.
I get that. I don't have that. So
Yeah,
like that was
yeah.
something I was explaining to Tia, is that because I work from home and then I live at home, there's no real separation. So like alone time doesn't exist because I wake up, the kids are home, she's home. She may go to work, kids might still be home. She comes back,
She tired.
everybody's home.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's,
there's,
so it's
you don't ever have too much time literally just
like
by yourself.
it's all like smack, and then it's like I gotta go do something else.
And it's like a long time not having to care for somebody else.
Right.
Just in there.
And I always be asking, I'll be like, is it okay to say that I'm really wanting to be by myself? Like,
No, it's not.
It is.
Normalize saying
You guys
Leave me the
understand the
fuck
perspective of yes, it is. But when you the patriarch, it feels uncomfortable to make that
yeah, I
request.
mean,
Oh, to be like, I
feel
need
bad
time.
Like, get out my
sometimes.
face.
I feel like I throw that around a lot though, because I don't know another way right now of how to like help my kid understand. Like,
I think it would be hard for either party though, because as women, I'm sure women feel like the same as far as their kids, because naturally, not saying kids
Oh, we
don't,
hear it
not,
from the
not
women,
that kids like, oh, I need my. Well, I guess we do have more options. Like we can go get our nails done, or we can go la di da, maybe.
Because I'm pretty sure if Tia wants a long time, she up front tell you. Like,
not
she won't-
exactly.
see,
No,
Mommy
but
will
she
tell
has
me.
ways. She gets her eyebrows done. She don't get her nails
she
done.
does. So it's kind of weird because we both do this thing where like we don't necessarily vocalize wanting alone time. I just, as of like within the last week, started saying like, give me 20 minutes. Like, but I put a specific time on it so that
Oh, okay.
like I'm not because it comes off, if I say that I want to be alone, it may come off that
Like dismissive
I'm
of her.
ignoring,
I
I'm
don't want
ignoring
to.
them.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be. So I'm
And-
like,
and
just
that-
give me
yeah,
like 20
yeah.
minutes or 30 minutes to decompress is how I phrase it, because really that's what it is. Like the other day, like I got off work and then we went right to the grocery store. Then we went right here and I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to like
Breathe.
go use the restroom.
Yeah.
Like,
Shoot, that's what Marty does to get her a long time. It don't take no
to
hour
the
and a half to
bathroom?
use the bathroom.
please, that's
Every
my,
time
that's
she
my
get out.
oasis. That's the only place I can go.
Every
if I
time
don't
she
go
get
to the
home, I'm like,
restroom.
Marty, let's go do something. Like, this is uncalled for.
But see, you're probably like you're probably like Tia. Like Tia's more like she'd rather be involved in doing things.
Yeah.
But for me, when I used to like drive back and forth to work, that was my alone time. So
Yeah.
I didn't feel like
You didn't feel like you were
like
losing
now
out.
working from home has kind of opened my eyes to like I need to be very careful of my personal like because I found myself coming off really like negative. So like it was going to tie into what you were talking about earlier with the irritates my soul about her letting negative things basically control her in every sense of the way. And I even had to change my job because of how negative I was becoming, like not just to myself, but to my family. And that's like, I heard you mention like, if she was ever going to change or whatever from that. And I made a decision, like, I got to get out of this space. Yeah. But for me, to answer your question, it's more or less creating boundaries, having alone time, because I don't know what alone time is. Yeah.
Maybe you could teach Riley and Reagan, mostly Riley, to have, maybe you teach her to have alone time, like what that looks like.
Riley,
your kids aren't quite old enough. You know what I do?
I think they are old
My
enough.
oasis is like being outside. Y'all know that. I like to be outside. I like to be in yard work. So the more I can get my kids to want to go outside and do stuff to me, it kind of feels like a long time to me.
The nice thing about your kids, though, is that they're closer in age. Yeah. So they have a little bit more of a
like they have each other.
Yeah, like Riley and Reagan are so far apart.
Because he don't want Sophia around.
So it's like, I can't just let Riley go outside with Reagan because God knows
it's not going to work.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's like, I'm constantly doing
Well, we're not there either yet. They don't go outside by themselves.
Well, I'm just saying,
I'm out there with them. So like,
but you don't have to do as.
You don't have to have. You don't have to keep an avid eye.
No,
like, you don't have to.
If I'm downstairs, I got to be watching what they're doing the whole day. Yeah. Like,
I guess for me is we actively do stuff together outside. So not like letting them go off while I'm doing my thing. Like if I'm remulching the yard, sounds boring as hell, but that's fun to me.
We know you're old.
And they'll be doing it with me. DJ will load it up in a wheelbarrow. We'll roll it over. We'll spread it out. Sophia, she's putting dirt into the garden bed. We playing with the chickens in the backyard together.
You would think Darian lived on a farm.
Like nowhere near a farm.
Nowhere near at all. But that's relaxing to me. But the kids are still there. So
I think it's because they enjoy doing what you do.
They do.
Whereas Riley don't like doing what I do. Like, she does what she does. She likes to be where I am, but she doesn't like to do what I'm doing.
She's like Tia. She's
she
very
likes
girly.
to do exactly what Tia does.
I don't know if I said it the right way, but what I was really kind of getting at was like you teaching Riley, like, hey, maybe you would like some alone time right now. I'm gonna, you can spend 10 minutes in here reading your book. Nobody's gonna bother you. Blah blah blah. I know she's probably too busy for that, but what I was using that as an example, like give her that time to teach her what that looks like. So when you say you need it, she knows what that means.
She gets it.
You know what I'm saying? That's like really what I was trying to say.
Exclusion.
So that makes total sense. It would have been nice to do that probably like 2 years ago, but since I've already kind of created the dynamic of Riley go upstairs because I'm busy, it's kind of hard to kind of reverse that.
You never know. It's never too late.
I think she gets it. Like, I ain't gonna say she doesn't understand when I say I need to be doing what I'm doing, but she'll go upstairs. It's just with her, she's sneaky. So you'll hear like a. I'm like, what is that? Oh, nothing. I was just hanging out.
Have you ever asked Tia what her love language like in a situation like this? Because I feel like maybe like. I mean, I feel like we're like trying to diagnose your situation, which is kind of funny. But I was just thinking to myself as a woman, like if it was like a mutual thing, like if y'all have the conversation, like your love language right now or like what you need is alone time, and it's not to make you or the children feel like I don't want to mess with y'all. It's just to give me a peace of mind. And then find out what hers is, then it could be like give each other a look like, it's time. I need that. And what do you need? And like, what do you need? So that way, like, it's not like I'm doing something, like I'm basically taking, not advantage, but like I'm getting something and you don't get your particular whatever it is that she likes.
Yeah. No, we've never...
I've never had that conversation with Gary either, so I don't really know.
That. I would guess what Tia's is based off of...
Take me to Ulta.
That's on the intake assessment.
Well, like if we went off the assessment portion, she's more of a...
How you know?
Tia? Based off of what she's asked of me.
I hear you.
So, like, kind of like a word of affirmation and then the receiving gift and quality time. It's kind of like a mix of those three. So, I know that to be for sure. But
yeah. That was a good...
The ghetto.
Marriage, the ghetto.
So, give me another one. Go ahead.
Girl, that wasn't hard, but that was.
You were scraping.
That was deep.
I don't know. Maybe just like I don't have like a specific thing. I just think like having an understanding in general of the person. Like sometimes I think I struggle with like feeling like I don't mean any harm if I say this. Kind of like same thing with you, like Cameron. In my relationship with Gary, with my relationship with my friends, like to know me is to love me. So I guess like I don't even know if that's a love language, but like maybe just an understanding. Because like, you know, that's how like you have like great relationships with like anybody, your friends or whatever. It's like I don't have to explain myself. Like
like an appreciation of you.
An appreciation of me. Like I don't have to like explain myself or feel like, oh my God, did I just say something that they take offense to or whatever?
They
like,
know it's you. Like,
right.
I say some crazy shit, y'all like, Darren just being crazy.
Right, but like just like an understanding of who you are as a person.
Love you anyway.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's a love language. It's just like
that's what this conversation's for. Yeah. Is like that is one of yours because that's how you know somebody really loves you. That's how you know they really.
That's
care
like
about
friend-tractive. That's a new word.
Friend-tractive.
Like
it's
the
attraction
of from your friend.
Friend-tractive. I like that. That's a really good way.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. It's all right.
All right.
Okay, so I don't know how many more y'all gonna have. I have like 2 more, I think.
Oh,
Go
girl.
ahead.
That's all I got. That's all I got for
Jessica,
you.
she tough to
I got
love, y'all.
one that.
Well, I was really no. It's easy. I was just okay. So one of them is I really know that you love me when you reach out to me randomly. So you like send me a random text or like send me something funny, or you randomly ask me how I'm doing. And you don't want anything. But like there can't be anything behind.
That's the caveat right
like,
there.
Like I really want you to send me a message.
That one time.
Don't ask me for no money afterwards.
But like you know what I'm saying? Like if you're dating somebody or married to somebody, like in them. This just got weird. Okay, so
why? because now you have an opinion on that.
Come on, no more.
So you know, like okay, so you know, like if you fall asleep or if you're busy doing something, and then your partner reaches out to you randomly just to say something nice to you, like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or if you haven't talked to me in a while and you send me a text and you're like, hey, how are you doing? Like Samira always like checks on me when because we be feeling the vibes. You know what I'm saying? With each other.
The vibes.
Yeah, the energy. So she'll just check in and be like, are you okay? Because I'm sensing something. So like little things like that.
I literally just texted her that like 2 days ago.
So like that's really what meant. Like when you don't want anything behind it, that's when I know.
Let's go.
Basically checking in with no agenda.
Motive.
Like when you sit on the phone with somebody, not talking about nothing. Just listen to each other breathe.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But
okay.
No.
No, what I'm talking about. But okay. But go forth, Darian.
Oh, I ain't got nothing else.
Okay.
He just want his feet rubbed, Marty.
Hey,
That's it.
Put lotion on my feet, my nigga.
My nigga Marty.
Okay, you got another one?
Yeah, I don't know how to phrase it, but
just explain it. We got it.
I enjoy dialogue.
Okay, like what?
In the sense of, if I have an opinion, I want you to have an opinion.
So we debating.
Yes.
We're having a conversation.
I want you to be okay with disagreeing or agreeing. Like, I want that conversation, and I think...
Communication.
Yeah, but I feel like communication is very broad. This specifically is like...
Arguments.
Being okay. Not even necessarily arguing, but talking it out. Like, being okay with just... vocalizing your opinion. I think oftentimes in conversations that I have with people, I'm the person that, because I come off a little, I call it
you're just
passionate.
You're opinionated. You just have opinions.
It comes out really loud. It's a loud passion that I have when I talk, and I put a lot of character in my words. And I think oftentimes people get like, all right, well, it's not even worth having the argument.
So they shut down.
Yeah, and it's like, no, I really want you to tell me how you feel or tell me what it is or whatever so that we can maybe figure out and help me. Maybe I missed something.
Help me help you.
Yeah, like maybe I completely didn't see it how you saw it, and it's just going to be like, it'll just kind of help us grow. But anyway.
I understand that.
That's a good one.
Sometimes I shut down with Gary. It's not like a purposeful thing, but...
Kitty, move it.
Claw your ass.
You got another one, Samira?
Nah, girl, that was tough. Already pulling out too. I mean, I know I do, but it's just kind of like I just don't.
I don't think food is my love language. Like I feel like I can get it on my own.
Right, that's how I feel.
I mean,
Well,
I
that's
can
why
get
I
anything
try
on
to
my
make
own,
it
but
like
I
more
like
broad
for
as saying
somebody
like
to
it's
go
not
out of their way.
specifically like food. It can just be anything in general because at times I just feel like not too many times do you have somebody just do something for you because they thought like they would appreciate that. Like in general, people don't do that.
Down and acts of service, they're both low on my love languages because I don't trust anybody to do it.
Acts of service, but that's why acts of
You know what
service
I'm
is my
saying?
number
But-
one because I
Yeah,
would
you
I
would love for that
appreciate
to happen.
you doing
Yeah.
acts that I deem as like important or stuff that like I would do for myself, but I would love it if you did it too. So I didn't have to do it.
Yeah. Okay, the only other one that I can really think of, marriage. Y'all are raggedy.
You're in the hood now, baby.
Okay, so the only other one I can think of off the top of my head at the moment is, so I've been in interracial relationships before. I'm in an interracial relationship currently. And
He black, y'all. He black.
He a
Okay,
nigga.
thanks. Why are you like this?
He got dreads.
He a nigga.
Samira.
Buckshots.
I really don't know if he does, but he probably does.
Listen.
He a nigga.
Listen.
Continue.
sorry. I know that was very.
Okay, are we
that
done?
wasn't like me.
Are
That
we
was a
finished?
Darian
It
thing.
wasn't.
I'd like to add, I did not make one
You didn't.
comment.
I
It
that
said you was in
entire
your phone.
time.
Had you
No,
been
I was
focused?
listening to
Had
y'all.
you
I
been
wanted to make a
focused?
comment.
That's
I
because
just
they
did.
had it under control.
They did.
I just had, but interracial could mean anything. He could have been an Asian man. I had to
could've.
let y'all
He
know
could.
he was a
But
black
that's
man.
the point.
It's
They don't-
Jessica. We know with the racial.
No. Listen, okay.
I'm gonna blow this podcast apart.
He a nigga.
Listen, but you know, black and white, it doesn't even have to, that's not even the point.
That's not.
So
Jessica's only
anyway,
dating
Yes, go ahead with your
like I was
interracial.
saying, it's important for me to feel loved if I'm in an interracial relationship and that person respects all cultures. So, like, I refuse to be with, for example, a black man who would only date white women. That's unacceptable because that means there's something wrong with you. And everybody has a preference, and that's fine. But like,
Why you
if
say that, though?
If you purposely do not want to date black women, I need to know why. Because
Yeah,
I
but
think,
what if the reason's valid?
then that's fine.
But you need
But
to
what
know
is
the
that?
reason.
What
But
does that
I've
do
been
for
in
you?
situations because
What's a valid reason? Like a black woman
I don't
broke
know
your
what
heart,
a valid reason is.
Like,
He
what if
said
he?
it, not
What
me.
if black women have
tore
really
him apart.
Yeah, like all of his including his mother.
What if black women tore me apart and I did not want to date
He
them
needs to go to
anymore?
therapy.
Yeah, but everybody's
No,
not about
I ain't the
therapy.
problem. They the problem.
Are they?
They left me.
Are you mad?
I'm super mad.
He a nigga.
Okay, what I'm trying to say
No,
is,
but really though, what if they feel like
I don't know what a good reason is.
you don't? Okay,
Because that was just an example.
You would just have the moment will have to present
Because I
itself.
have
but some people just
because
have,
I've talked to romantically talked to black men who have said
they would never.
they
date
want to be with a white woman or a lighter skinned woman because they mention it's just about status.
Babies.
status.
Yes.
That sucks. Even though there's some truth to it, there's a lot more professional way of putting it.
And
Still stupid and still sucks.
yeah, I just don't
but
really like that.
Yeah, it's
I
terrible.
don't like
I
that.
agree with you.
So
It's terrible.
that's really
But is this a love language or is this just something
I
like
just-
personally?
I
like
think
okay, I
you
see what you're
veered off
saying.
though. I think the
a little
cultural
bit.
understanding.
yeah, I'm trying to
Little
figure out like
bit.
yeah, like what
Yeah.
the love language
a little bit.
is.
Okay.
Accountability,
Drive the boat,
accountability.
Jessica, drive the boat.
I'm really good at that.
Skirt,
Accountability.
skirt. Bitch, I don't. Okay.
So you want to scratch that?
No.
Skirt, skirt.
I know what I'm trying to say. Let me think.
Say what you're saying.
Wow, Darian's over
I
here
know,
eating this
but
blizzard.
it's
Y'all, Darian was late to the podcast because
And
he
he
went
done
to
got
Dairy
Dairy
Queen. I hope he got the runs on the way home.
I don't know if he makes me feel safe and comfortable as a white woman in the relationship, and I make him safe and comfortable as a black man in the relationship. Like respecting who he is
And respecting who
culturally,
you
and
are.
him respecting me culturally, and us respecting each other, and then showing up in the world authentic to ourselves.
Yes, yes.
You just said that
That's-
beautifully.
yeah.
That's what I'm.
It was
Be-
great.
being
Yeah,
down for
I'm
you.
so glad you finished it because I
Yeah.
really thought you were going to stop at
No.
him respecting me as a white woman. I don't know why I thought you were just done right there, and I'm like,
stupid.
Karen.
Just having
Because
just
I mean,
knowing
I'm white,
who one
bro,
another.
so like,
yeah.
No, I just thought that you were going to stop.
when we-
No, as in you demand respect from
No, it's
a
not
nigga.
weird.
I
like
am
that.
a white American.
And I will tell on you if
No,
you
but-
get out of line.
Female
What
white
the fuck?
American.
She is not a Karen.
This is why we can't have nice things. Why couldn't y'all leave it at
Damn,
my
she
beautifully, eloquently stated
yeah, she
statement?
said it so well. And
No, it was good.
No, you
I
did.
just
You put it great.
I just thought.
But that's really all I
You
meant.
put it great.
I know that you really fuck with me if that is the case. If we can respect and show up in the world and be like, yeah, bitches, we cute. And
We here.
together.
We here.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
white,
And,
he's
and we
black.
don't have to
Yeah.
be, you know,
like black
I don't know,
people,
anything. This is why I hate it here.
Look, I did not get any comments in about the subject. I threw
So you
my
see,
one
like,
comment.
you on fire now. So how about you go ahead with your D-Way?
Yeah, let's get in here because it's going to be an extension
Yeah.
of
yeah,
what
because
you did.
Cameron's on a time limit.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
I'll make it real quick. My whole D-Way thing, cool. Nice segue is about...
Great topic.
I mean, because Darian's in an interracial relationship.
Right, but it's about having a type. Somebody questioned me.
Oh.
So we
get real personal.
Yeah, not really,
I know, I'm just
but
playing.
but we were I was talking to some friends, and you know, like pictures that pop up of somebody, and you'd be like, "Oh, she's attractive," and then a couple pictures popped up in a row, and they were like, "Dude, you got a type, don't you?"
So we know what Darian's algorithm would look like.
So, but that's my point here
His
is.
feed.
Have you ever, to Jessica's point, kind of subjected yourself and denied other people because of this position you had in your head of who I'm supposed to be with?
Well,
You
you
know.
all see my line of people. Do they
Samira
any of
don't
them look
discriminate.
alike?
No, they don't. So, would you, but is your type necessarily? Maybe your type isn't physical in appearance.
It's
based.
not. It's definitely
Maybe they
person.
all kind of act alike.
They actually do not at all.
So-
They're all very different. But I think I just, when I was single, or when I mean, even now as not a single woman, attraction wise to physical appearance,
Yeah.
it's across the board. It can,
Anything.
it doesn't, anything. Because I know women of color, there are some who are like, they've never seen a white man they've ever been attracted to.
Really?
Or like have ever seen a white man that they've wanted to have sex with.
Yeah.
Not the same for me. I've been attracted to all different backgrounds but so I don't have.
And I'll
I
throw
don't
this
have a type.
caveat out there. I think I've dated dang near every race. I think everybody has beauty within them. But if there's one that kind of puts me over the tipping point,
Like one that really knocks your socks off.
Which is the one
exactly,
you're with now.
exactly. Oh yeah, Hispanic girls, yeah.
Black
But
men and they're Hispanic
I
women,
don't think
man.
I don't think black women only like Hispanic.
I always
girls.
mess with Gary because
Yeah.
when I first started talking to him, a couple women that he had told me he was attracted to, I was like, they were all famous women. I'm like, all them bitches are Hispanic. So now I always mess with him like,
But remember, it hasn't always been Hispanic girls for me because Samira got a relative that I could have swore I was going to get married to.
Oh, yeah,
And
Jesus.
so it was,
Cousin?
yes, I still talk to her.
yeah, give me an
Marty. Scratch all that. Delete all that.
Delete all that shit. Delete all that shit.
No, Marty knows. I told her. I was like,
But-
Samira's have his fine ass.
You are so silly. But do you feel like, is the whole point of like what you're trying to say, like, do you feel like people have given you shit about the fact that you
Yes.
only have, like,
Yeah.
not that you are attracted to one type, but the one type that you deem as like your, is,
I think people
says a lot about you.
Do you feel like you have to defend
Probably
yourself?
because you're a black man.
I don't think
If you were a white man, it wouldn't be the same, I
I
don't
think it
think.
would.
If you were a white, no.
They would
because
look
I
at you
think-
like you only like Hispanic girls. They would just know that about them.
Yes, but
I
I
don't
think
they would
white
give a shit
men
for
they would get a plus. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you
I think
like
so
you
too.
like
Yeah, you're
ethnic
right.
women because as a black man, if you
If you-
have attractions to women who are not black,
That's
it kind of
crazy.
looks
You're
across.
right.
You look like you
You
don't
hate
fuck with
black
black
women.
women.
Especially if you're deemed one of the good black guys.
Yeah.
Like, you get blackballed, and maybe not, I couldn't say not purposefully, but maybe not in your face.
Yeah.
But you have people looking at you a different way, like, oh, you couldn't find a nice black girl? Like, really? And I've tried, like, once again, I've tried all different types of women that, across the board, and I just ended up with who I am. I think for me, it was who appreciated me the most.
But also, that's your
As-
type, though, that you deem as your number one.
Number one. The crazy thing is, I never thought that I'd end up with a Hispanic woman. I didn't think
you weren't out searching for a woman that looked like her.
Because I didn't think they were attracted to me.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I didn't think they were attracted to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just be out here vibing, end up with who I end up with, and it is what it is. So
yeah.
I don't know if you all have the conversation was sparked because we were going through pictures. I was like, oh, she's cute. Oh, she's cute.
Not to put anybody on the spot, but I would feel like you, Jessica, would have more to say about that. I don't know if anybody has told you to your face or said anything to you, not in a disrespectful way, but has made you feel like, oh, we see who you like. You know, because like I said, I've dated people who all don't look alike, so I don't have like a standard or whatever. I just like who I like.
And I think black guys get a harder rep because if you look at my dating line, you'd be like, oh, he don't care. But just
who you ended up marrying.
Who I ended up marrying, it's like, oh, he didn't end up with a black woman though.
Right.
Luckily, my mama ain't that way. But
yeah. Have you had any I don't know,
My whole
backlash?
life, people have always said smart things. Like Darian on my It Be Your Own podcast.
It be your own friends.
it be your
So
own
yeah,
friends.
I mean, I've had people say crazy things, but I literally
Mostly out of love.
I literally don't care. Well, I've had people like back in high school or middle school, girls that were older than me. I remember one person like said something smart to me one time. It was not nice. And back then I was kind of like, it hurt my feelings, but
What did they say?
I don't really remember. It was something along the lines of like,
You think you're
you
black or
always
something?
dating. That happened before too, and it was because of some clothes I was wearing or something.
Apple
it was like a
bottom jeans,
brand.
probably.
I don't remember,
Baby
but
fat.
something like it was around.
But we
that
were
era.
all wearing stuff like that.
Yeah, but
you were wearing that and dating
They've
black
had
men.
that. They've said yes. I guess that made it worse. But it was middle school, bruh. Like
There was gold trim on all of Jessica's.
no, there were not.
He was wearing
First
that
of all,
and
whatever
that
picture
black
you have of me now in your head, erase it because that's not what I look like. Okay.
But
That's too
hold on,
funny.
people have thought you were black before.
That's
Remember?
stupid. No, I don't know why.
Just hearing you talk and not seeing you would
Yeah.
probably be.
Maybe. But I've had people talk about just, the
They
way
just-
that I look.
basically
but
people
also
have
they
given
would
you shit.
said- But yeah, over the years. But I really don't even I have internalized it a little, but I don't care.
Well,
I don't worry
honestly,
about
I think
it.
you kind of have internalized it because
Low-key.
not saying that like your love language was. I understand that.
You
I
know.
do. Well, I'm saying like the fact that your love language was that I want him to respect me as a white woman and me respect him as a black man. It just shows that you have in the past struggled with possibly finding that in a relationship because you already know going into anything with somebody who's not the same race as you, since you've dealt with that you might come across an issue where maybe they have some reservations like as a black man and she's a
Yeah,
white woman,
for
maybe
sure.
she doesn't understand me and my
Yeah.
culture all the way.
Right.
So I'm not saying that like your love language isn't something that you should want and expect, but the fact that that's something that you have to point out,
You're
it
right.
just means something has already
Internalized.
done.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do
Absolutely.
families play a part in it? I think for me, dating interracially has presented a big problem there. Like, of course, the girl was down with the D-Way. You already know. But when it came to the extension of her, I found issues with
How they
their world. No, just their world. Like
how it's different from your world.
not different, but how accepting it is of my world. Like I could be this upstanding citizen and an engineer, but ultimately I'm a young black guy. And we hate to put it that way.
But is that how you? That's how you have felt.
That's how these relationships have made me feel to the point where I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna be a long term deal with me and you.
So you're saying that like how the family treats you or is receiving
The
to you is a
people
big motivating factor in your
Yeah,
relationship.
the
So if you don't
people-
feel the love from the family, sorry sis, peace out.
The people that the partner holds dear and near make a big impact because ultimately you're being invited into that world.
But I think that's really
So-
important that you bring that up because I feel like when you date people, and I'm not saying this about your situation, but I'm just saying this in general to anybody who's listening. if you are in a position right now where you're dating to get married, these are things you should think about. Because when you get married, that's it. And so you can't be like, oh, I noticed it when we were dating, but I thought, sis, I don't know what you thought.
Right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change. So if you don't like it now, have the conversation now or peace out.
Because you can initially say F your family, but ultimately, that's their family.
That's their family. People are sensitive about their family.
They gonna be around. They gonna be around.
They wasn't around before you were here.
Right. So if you don't vibe with them in the slightest, maybe not all of them. You know, there's people who you may or may not like, but the core family, if there ain't no mutual respect and you can't go to no outings, yo, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got some uphill battles to climb. So, yeah. But no, you know, just looking at that holistically in your life is something that I was thinking through here recently.
It's a good D-Way conversation. I appreciate it. And I think it's funny because we have a lot of people that we all know that are in interracial relationships.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of some now that you hang out with. Y'all just one big clique of interracials.
All of us.
With your children and everything.
Yeah, mixed.
Mixed nigglets.
Yeah.
That's me. Do we have time to talk about Coming to America? I'm just being respectful of Cameron's time.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay, I just okay. So
Can
I take
everybody
over?
seen it?
For once, Darian is up to date.
3 out of the 4 have
news.
seen it,
Yeah,
but
no, I haven't
based on
watched
our
it.
opinions, you may or may not want to watch it.
plan
Should
on
we
watching
go
it anyway.
first about? Should we talk about individual opinions?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, I'll give mine. I think sometimes I can be a little too critical. Like I probably should have eased up a little
She's
bit.
a whole
because
motherfucking critic out here.
I'm a whole
of
fucking
all the
critic.
TVs and
I
movies.
am.
I mean,
Maybe I
and
should go
shows and
first.
movies.
Well, sometimes I feel like I should, but the people that I was with, we all had agreeing.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm saying I might have been too hard on it is because on Twitter, everybody was like, "I loved it. It was so great." I'm like, "Oh shit, maybe I was being too hard." There's been mixed reviews I've seen. I was like, for what it was. I'm putting quotations up, y'all. Cute. So like the fact that there was all these different cameos, I was like, "Oh, that's such a star."
That's dope.
Like I thought that was cool, but it's funny. Some of the things that I was like turned off on, it kind of happened in the first movie, but I didn't notice it back then. And I think our society is just so sensitive now. I wasn't offended by any means. I just noticed some things that I was like, "Come on now, y'all!" Like just the fact that like his son was just like ghetto and didn't have any like. He didn't have any tact.
Hustling,
it's like the hustling thing, that's fine, but it's like when he went to go meet him in Queens, it was the way they acted, the way him and the mama acted. It was like like you know. And then when they went to what's the place called again? Zumunda.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
When they went there, it was just the way they were acting. I was like, all right, y'all, like, come on now. And then Zamunda, yes. And then I saw somebody tweet, which I didn't even notice this too. They were like, can we talk about how Coming to America is based off sexual harassment? And I was like, damn, kind of, sort of, if you want to get real serious. Not that I'm thinking like that, because I'm not trying to like go hard.
Yeah, but like, I was like,
when they had sex, he didn't even remember that he had had sex with the woman. She basically jumped on his dick.
She did, but
it was.
But nah, see, you're trying to.
But when he reflected on it, though, it was more like
he remembered.
It was inviting, but it wasn't like he was like, no, I can't believe I did that. Which is more his reaction.
I get it. I think
I do.
My thing is, I think a lot of people was reaching, and I think the expectation of the movie was
high.
It was supposed to live up to the standard of the first.
I didn't have expectations because I didn't even know it was a thing, y'all. My friend was like, "Y'all want to come over and watch Coming to America?" I was like, "Sis, you ain't seen Coming to America?" She's like, "It's the new one." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Well, I would say it was cute. I would say it was cute, and don't think too hard into it because you will be disappointed.
No. Yeah, I don't. This is my thought. Eddie Murphy has always created movies that are funny. Like
I laughed a couple times, like 3 times.
I thought there was a few like punchlines in there that
I was cracking up.
I laughed the barbershop
part where at the very beginning, which we don't even know why it was funny, but she was like, "I can eat the ass out of a zipper."
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What does that even mean? Like,
I think I was like, "What she said?"
We were cracking up, but I think as far as like the movie itself, I got through it because I saw mixed reviews too, where people were like, "Oh, it was so funny," and then other people were like, "That was a trash movie." Like it was literally like night and day with comments.
Yeah.
But I got through it. As far as like laughing, I think it served its purpose.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, it's what a sequel is. Most sequels aren't. Especially this
some people
after.
Coming
some
to
sequels,
America though was
that's not one that you could actually make a sequel and it be as
It's equal.
and
it's not
so
Bad
far
Boys.
apart.
Yeah.
30 years apart. Like,
Yeah, like it's so far apart. There's no way that you can make that follow up. Like Bad Boys actually did a really good job of following up and ending the story.
Right.
But with this one, because it was already a comedy,
So, yeah.
they skipped 2 generations. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I Googled and the mom, because you know how she wasn't in there? She passed away in 1995.
Well, I figured she had
and I
died.
was like, damn.
Yeah, I figured she had died because she wasn't in this one. But I mean, I wasn't looking for this movie to be like
knock you off your feet.
Yes, it wasn't. I figured this movie was like Norbit, like or Nutty Professor. Like I was looking at it as that type of movie.
The second Nutty Professor,
huh?
Nutty Professor, the clumps. Not the first one. I would say was okay.
Well, I'm just saying in general, like the level of funny. Just, that's what I was looking. I wasn't looking for it to be like something where it was going to hold like this huge storyline. Now, if they make a third one, I probably will not watch it.
I wouldn't.
But I do appreciate the fact that he took the time to bring in a lot of different celebrities, like and at different parts of the movie, and somehow tie them into the storyline of the first one into the second one. But I mean,
well, maybe the group, maybe me and the people I watched it with, we were all like going hard, like critiquing it because there was parts where we were like, Africans don't act like that. Like, why they, But it's like it's supposed to be not like dead serious.
Satirical.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't offended or like, I wasn't like that. I just was just kind of like, okay, like, all right. But you liked it, Darian.
I won't even say that I think
you were cool with it.
My expectations were held intact. This was a movie that was produced on Amazon Prime.
I was literally just about to add to that.
In perspective, everyone.
This was coming out theaters.
This was not a theater movie,
right?
And so I kept it in perspective. I'm a lover of like low budget love story movies that you see, so I'll tune into those, watch them.
Right.
Get my little fix and be okay to go about my day. And that was literally how I saw this. I was not expecting much
better
of
than
anything.
a Tyler Perry movie.
It was.
Well, because them wigs. That's what you can even call them.
I think that Eddie Murphy did a great job at not going overboard. Norbit, he went overboard. I did not like Norbit.
I know what you mean. It was a good enough.
He kept it intact. He didn't disappoint. He didn't wow me. He was right in the middle. I love the cameos that he had of everyone. Everyone just kind of fit into place. I think that,
You didn't think so?
I said,
I think that the storyline, he could have done a lot more with it if they had more time and more money.
I think that's what it was like. I think it was a storyline. Like, it wasn't everything. I think it was just like the way they had the son acting and the way they had the mom acting. I was just like, this is tired to have like black people acting like absurdly ghetto and like all this stuff.
So much more.
I just think that was the thing for me. Like, it could have been, but then again, like y'all just said, it's an Amazon movie. It's supposed to be a goofy. It's not supposed to be like this, really. It's not an Emmy Award winning movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not supposed to be.
I felt like Coming to America was a little bit more serious with comedy.
It was.
This one was like
straight comedy.
Straight up comedy.
Yeah. They tried to get serious.
Like, goofy as hell.
Yeah, because
like, just like the tiger scene, I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
What?
But and so I will add that the production was a lot better than I expected.
Yeah.
A lot better than I expected. Although the storyline didn't match up to it, and I think that's what hurt people's feelings so much to judge it so hard.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is Eddie Murphy, and they did it in Tyler Perry's studio, I think, part of it. And so, everybody has such high expectations. I think the production, it was actually pretty cool.
Everybody was attractive.
Honestly, I would watch it again. Yeah. Just to have something playing in the background.
Yeah.
It's not one of those movies that
was just complete trash.
Yeah.
It was.
I've seen complete trash movies. Like, I would not go back.
So, all in all, I give it like a 5 or a 6. Wasn't bad.
Out of
wasn't
20.
Fantastic.
Oh, Lord, no.
I was gonna.
That's what I would say. I was like a 5.
I give it like a 6 out of 10, just because it had, and I think it carries so much with it from the first movie. That's what helped propel it to mid-range.
There was a whole bunch of parallel scenes.
So they did a good job at
they pulled it together.
Because Tia was like, "Oh, this feels like Black Panther," and I was like, "No, this literally happened in the first movie.
It did.
It's just a different generation of people playing these particular roles."
And I thought Eddie Murphy, he pulled it up. to now present.
It's very
you know,
modern.
He did. I think he did a great job, just correlating it back. And the fact that he was able to pull, you rarely see a sequel that has 95% of the same original character, and then pulling in other A-listers. Who the hell pulls Morgan Freeman
just got that pull.
for a cameo?
Literally.
Who does that?
Literally, yeah.
Who does that? Eddie
I think
Murphy does
because
that.
it was coming to America.
I wonder
Yeah,
how much they got paid, because that's
like Morgan Freeman. Who brings him into a movie for a brief moment?
Yeah.
They had Wesley Snipes, Morgan Freeman,
Yes.
Tiana Taylor, Rotimi,
Oh, yeah.
Leslie,
They
whatever
had
her name
an
is.
all-star cast.
Leslie Jones,
Wesley
Tracy
Cindy
Snipes.
Morgan.
Hall. I mean,
It was tons of people in there. I was like,
was.
Jesus. Like,
and it just kept you going. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah.
I think that's what's hard
Yeah.
about. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still planning to watch it, but I think that's what's hard about sequels and when they recreate movies and stories is that like we have our expectations and that's what gets us in trouble. Because first of all, remove your expectations, try to watch it, and then
just
tell
have
me
a
what
good
you think.
time.
I don't even
You
think
know.
the commercials created a real expectation other than it's coming to America too.
And I didn't see any commercials.
I saw it like a few times, but it wasn't even. It was on Facebook. Like it
I
was
saw
like,
the advertisement like on Amazon Prime.
But see, that's
Everything.
like the thing, and I might be reaching saying this, but like most of the negative comments came from black people.
Well, of course, they're the ones watching it.
And it's actually annoying to me. Well, I say that. Well, I had a nice group of white people on my feed that were like, "Oh, it's funny," and I'm like, "Well, you." I hate to say it like it's.
Well, black people are.
We're very critical
hard on
people.
each other.
Yeah, and it's like, but
You know why? 'Cause
when do we support
our
each other?
family
When?
That's what I was struggling with. Like, that's where I was like,
Yeah, but also I think that's a double like a thing. Why can't we be hard on each other?
well, we can, but
In
I
an
feel like it
uplifting
was.
way,
It was
we
like
should
some
be.
people were like, "I'm not going to watch it." Like you didn't even give it a chance.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm struggling with. It's not you gave it a chance and it just didn't
That's why I
work
say
out.
people take their expectations and like you're being a little petty.
Blow
Like
it
how
up,
about you're
yeah.
just like mad for no
Yeah,
reason?
I
like-
just think it's the way of the world now. I'm not excusing it,
And
but
I
I just
think
think
so,
that's
too.
the way people are
People are
nowadays.
so
Which
They're
you
just
said
hard up.
earlier, Jessica, if you're gonna have all these type of perspectives and ways to down talk things, you better have a damn good solution to back it up. If you can't do it any better, shut the hell up.
And like if you don't know how movies, I just feel like if you don't know the inner workings of how movies are
Yeah,
made,
how
like,
much it
relax.
takes.
See,
Come
I'm,
on.
Yeah,
see,
like,
I'm
chill
the,
out.
Like, give your opinion,
I'm a
but
really
don't,
tough
if you didn't think
But that's
it
on
was
everything.
a good
White,
movie,
black,
it's
I don't
cool.
care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I give everything a chance, but I know what I like. Too.
Right. But it's okay to voice your opinion and
Yeah.
say, I don't like that,
Yeah.
without saying, oh,
I
Eddie
think
Murphy sucks.
it's
I want to
because
like being
it's
like I would
trash.
never like I'm the kind of person who'd be like, well, it wasn't for me, but you might like it. Like I'm not saying
Exactly.
don't watch it. I'm just saying like
right.
I thought it was just okay.
I feel like there's so many movies out that have the same exact storyline, and we just like hype them up, but we don't give chances to people who. I guess
yeah,
we
because
gave
Snowfall ain't that good, y'all.
I never
Girl.
watched it.
That's the show I was talking about. Snowfall.
Okay,
That
the
cocaine that was on
show.
my nose
Yeah.
earlier. That was
What?
He had a little
Stupid
something on his nose, and I told him, and he was like, "It's been there the whole time." And I was like, "It's just a little dried up mucus, you know."
It's a
He
little
was like,
snowfall on
"No,
his face."
that ain't boogers." And I was like, "What was it? What is it? Crackers you were eating?" And he was like, and then I suggested cocaine, and now we're here.
It's like,
so.
yeah, actually.
All right.
So Snowfall's about cocaine.
Break
Yeah.
it down.
It's
Yeah,
like-
basically, yeah.
Okay. I won't watch it, but it's okay.
It's good. It's really good.
I'm not into...
It's not even just the cocaine
Darian
is
watches
like
happy programs. He
Thank
doesn't
you.
watch.
And that's my
No,
thing.
you would enjoy it. There's not a bunch. I mean, well, yeah, there is a bunch.
Yeah,
of
but I
killing
feel
and
like he's not gonna take his time to watch something like.
Sad and
It's
depressing.
it's not
It's
comedy.
not sad and depressing.
Yeah, but it's not nothing.
If it's not going to make me smile and feel good,
It's not.
It's not gonna make you.
I'm not
smile.
going to watch it. I promise I'm not
That's
going
why
to watch
I just said
it.
that he's not.
I mean, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, friends,
Kind of just
so-
double back to what I said.
You're going
before,
into your
but
music?
continue.
Do you guys have music that you want to mention?
I got a couple
Did.
songs.
I can.
I'm
I can.
so proud.
I can find
Did.
some stuff.
Can we make sure Darian's doesn't have the word titty in it?
Okay.
Why not? Titty, titty,
If
titty,
it's in
titty.
Spanish, because he doesn't know.
Teta.
Tita.
Stick your penis.
Tata.
Wow. Wow.
No. It was grab me by my titty and then ask me to stick my dick in you.
Thanks for that clarification.
Monty's the one who told me. I would have never known, and I would have been super like innocent singing the song forevermore.
What's your
Okie
song?
dokie.
My two songs are "Say Goodbye" by Chris Brown came on.
That's a vibe.
And yeah, I was like, all right. There we go.
Hating me.
About you, 'cause it's not you, it's me. I
Kinda gotta figure
out what I need. Oh,
Okay, that's
There
it.
we go. There we go.
Wow.
Yep,
Tune in next week.
right before it was when CB hit it off.
Give me another one.
And then I was right there with it. Bartender by T-Pain came on.
You must have been hanging out with Austin.
I wasn't. No, this was just.
I don't even know if he likes that song. Why did I say that?
It came on my
It just
Amazon
reminds me
Prime.
of. It just
Very
reminds me of high
Austin
school.
vibe.
Like Austin
Yeah.
and Christian, didn't they like that song? Or
It wasn't my song, but yeah.
All right, you know.
I know. I made the
I know.
music.
I
Yeah.
know. What was that one song?
It was the T-Pain and...
No. What's that song that y'all made?
No, I thought you were talking about the dance they did.
She trying it
I was trying it.
today.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't
Go
get
ahead,
it.
Cameron. What's your song?
I'm doing that all day for the rest of the day. So the first song is called "In the Air" by Destin Conrad.
Okay.
Can I get? What are you giving? Because I got
Just
3.
give.
Go ahead, all of them.
Just do what you
He
want to
said,
do.
"What am I giving? I'm not giving mine yet." Go ahead.
Right.
I got so much new music that I've been listening to. It's crazy. Don Richard.
Of course, with her.
Watch
Never mind.
it.
I'm not gonna say positivity, right?
Flip it around.
I was just
flip
gonna
it
say her.
around.
Look.
She just had to say it.
What's her no job?
Contoured nose.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
nose job.
It looks different.
What's the song called?
Called a song. Called a song. Song is called "Bust It For Me."
Ooh, what's she busting, Cameron?
BUSSIFMAE.
Busting
FAME.
What you think she's busting?
Bust It For Me.
Okay, got it.
Bust it.
And then the third song is Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Okay, I did. Yeah.
Bye.
I
Leave the
actually
door
heard
open.
that one.
Bye.
I
What's it
actually
called?
heard that.
Leave the Door Open. It's a new single
Yeah.
that just dropped a couple days ago.
You're just ratchet.
I heard
You
that,
could have
and I
just
liked
stayed
it.
in your
That
other
project's
lane.
gonna be fire.
It felt so good to listen to that song.
I haven't listened to
I
it
liked
yet,
Yeah,
It's
it's really,
good.
really good.
but I just know Anderson .Paak.
It just
Yeah.
feels good.
Anything he
He's
touches,
got real
is-
upbeat, like, yeah.
It's just like make you feel good.
Alternative, just, yeah.
What's yours?
I don't know if this song has already been mentioned by me before.
It'll show up on the playlist.
Ari Lennox, Whipped Cream. That song is one of my faves, and every time, like, I feel like when you listen to Spotify,
What's whipped cream?
I don't want to sing it because I don't want to
It's
embarrass
what you
myself.
use as a love language.
Wow. Anyways, I was just gonna say that I feel like Spotify plays songs that you like a lot. Like even if you do like shuffle, and that song always comes up because I like it a lot and I never skip it. Let's see. Another song, I know it's like random, but it's just a little feel good song. All For You by Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Tell me what you want. Man, that's a good little song.
It's a good little like feel good
I
song.
like
You know what I
that
mean?
one. I like that one. Open the sunroof. Drop
Exactly.
down Broadway.
That's cute.
But not too
Oh, can I
far.
pick another one since Cameron
Yeah.
did? Now this is taking it. I thought I just did three steps of taking it back. We're gonna do Maze and Frankie Beverly. Can't Get Over You.
Okay.
It's a bop, and I think you all know it. You just probably don't know it off the name.
Yeah, I don't know it by the name.
Okay. Boom. Okay.
Turn it up.
So, wow.
It's actually Frankie Beverly and Maze. I said Maze.
Yes,
and
but
Frankie
we
Beverly.
know what you
understand
meant.
what you're saying.
So, one song that I just recently discovered based on a cover I saw on TikTok or Instagram was, so I've listened to the Ariana Grande album, but I skipped over this song. I don't know why or how, but My Hair is one song that I'm like,
Yes, so good.
So that's one. And then her song West Side is my favorite.
Yes.
Period.
Also, I'll tell you what's another song on that album that like I didn't really like love until now. Safety Net with Ty Dolla $ign. It is really good. And, like,
Really?
if that's something that's
I
not
haven't
on
given
your
that
top,
a
you
moment
need
either.
to. It's really good.
But I've gone back through and like West Side is top song on that
It is
album.
his bomb. Isn't that After Nasty? Yeah, Nasty.
Yeah.
It's After Nasty.
I listened to her album in spurts. I just can't bop to
It's
it.
good.
when
It's
I'm on
actually
Windows.
really
Never
good.
listened to a
It's
single
good.
Ariana
You,
Grande album.
Camber, I think you
This
would like
latest
you
one, I ain't
absolutely
gonna
would
lie.
like-
I
She got some.
I know she can
catchy
sing.
songs.
I'll tell you why. And this has got nothing to do with her singing, because she acted and Riley watches her.
I love
You
that
can't
show,
separate
Victorious.
it. Yeah.
It's Sam and Kat. It's Victorious.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys!
Yeah.
And I cannot handle
It's so
it.
annoying.
So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
I don't know if I can.
I
even
used to
listen
love
her
that
sing.
show at too late in life to probably watch that show, but whatever reason, I think maybe in college it was just entertaining. to me.
Riley watches Victorious and Sam and Kat every day.
But I'm telling you, I think you should give this album a full
I've heard
listen.
it actually was a really good album. One of the songs that she had, but I don't know if it's on this album or not.
Sweetener?
I don't want to wait. No, I don't know. Beyonce actually did the song, and then Ariana Grande somehow is on her album.
I don't know.
And I heard Ariana Grande's first before I heard Beyonce's, and that's how I figured it out. Let me see. I have to find it, but yeah, I'll
It's
give her
really
a spin.
good. Like
I won't. I know she can sing.
I would call myself a fan, which black fans of Ariana are Mocha Grandes. So I would say I'm a Mocha Grande.
That's ridiculous.
I would call myself a
I've never
Mocha
heard
Grande.
that before.
Okay.
Deadass.
I have a third song because y'all did a third song. I really have 4 songs, but I ain't gonna do that to y'all.
All right.
So my third song
4
is called
songs.
"Take Care of You," and it's Charlotte Day Wilson featuring Sid.
Anything with Sid, honey.
A beautiful song.
Her voice is like, oh my God. It's just
Butter.
like, it's like crystal.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Dang, I'm so passionate.
yeah, take.
Well,
care
do you
of
listen to the internet?
I have. Yes, it's been a while since I listened to one of the last albums.
Can I give one more song?
I don't care. You're grown.
This is my segment, okay? So it's ratchet of me, and y'all gonna look at me different.
Is it do it on the dick, do it on
No,
the dick?
it's
Wow.
the
That
person
bitch
is
out.
CJ. And it's called Whoopty.
What's it called? Say a little
Okay.
louder.
What's that song? Okay.
Is this off a
Is it a
TikTok?
TikTok song? Yeah, that song.
That-
Oh my God.
What was the song
Not
that you
like
said
it at
that?
all.
What is the song you said with Sid right before this? I cannot.
That is a whole bop.
At least you do the song Kelly. You know what I'm talking about? Wow. I fucking hate y'all.
I'm sorry. This time you're on your own.
Leave me hanging.
What was the
I be
song you
looking
said
at
right
Cameron
before
and
this?
Jessica for shit,
Take
and they don't
care of
know.
you.
Okay, I just downloaded that song the other day. Yes.
Play it
No,
over
y'all
and over
aren't
and
allowed
over.
to have this moment because you didn't know
We
what I
can
was
have
just
the
talking
moment.
about.
The
so
lyrics
get the
are
fuck
I
out.
did listen to. I'm gonna add another song.
Bye.
Drum.
No, you don't get to.
Drum. He hasn't been out in a long
He
time.
hasn't, yeah.
I thought it
But,
was Dram.
Dram,
I don't
Drum, whatever.
know.
But it's actually Shelly FKA Dram is his new name.
Really?
But his song is
Christian
called
does a little bit
Exposure.
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exposure is the name of the song. It was pretty good too.
Nah, forget
Okay, I'm
y'all. We
done.
don't talk to y'all.
Okay.
I got more, but I mean, I'll save it for the next time.
Yes. So, as always, we made a new playlist on Spotify, and it is called YKTV Volume 2. So, you know the vibes is the segment title, Group Chat Pod. You can search all those things. We also share it on our Instagram and our Facebook. And we add every song that we mention on our episodes to our playlist. So you can go through, shuffle through. You can refer back. You can click around, do what you need to do. And that's all I got. Thank you.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's a wrap, y'all. So listen, thank you again for tuning into the Group Chat Pod. You can always give us your feedback. Any questions, concerns. Tell us what you thought about the topics today.
Tell us what your love languages are.
With your personal love language, not the actual 5 love languages.
Individual,
Your personal love
culturally
language.
specific.
Yeah, all that. I actually got lost when you listed all that out. Then I realized what you were saying. Nevertheless, thanks for tuning in to episode 45. You can catch us on Instagram at groupchat_pod. You can also email us at groupchatpod502@gmail.com. We will holler at you all very soon.
Bye.
Bye.